Hi, you guys. We are now on week 5. You can believe it. We're halfway through. We're going to be working on greatest common factor, or GCF. What that just means is, what number can we divide everything by? And we want the largest number we can divide everything by and take it out, which will make it easier when we do factoring next week. And I do a little bit different factoring. Let's see if I can get that off. Sorry. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so I do a little bit different. I call it diamond method, which we will learn in the next video. At least it's a start. So greatest common factor, and excuse all the little pop-ups. Greatest common factor, so let's practice it. So this method I start with first is, what can we divide all the numbers by their smallest number, or what numbers can multiply to make that number? And then once you get really good at it, then you don't even need to do this step. You can actually skip it. So what we look at first is 10. What multiplies to give you 10? Oops, I'm moving the paper. So we know this is 2 times 5. We have 1m, so I'm going to mark it. 2 minus, and then 2 is just 1 times 2. Then we're going to circle the numbers they have in common. And we're going to take those out. It's too light of a color. 2. Whatever number we did not circle, and we can circle more than one number in each thing, as long as they both or all of them have that same number. And you'll see that in the next ones. What we have left is 5n minus 1. We just write that in the parentheses. That's it. Take it out. All right, so the next one, negative 15p cubed plus 10p squared. So 15 is 5 times 3. I'm just going to put a negative in the front. Doesn't matter. P cubed means we have 3 p's. Plus 10 is 2 times 5 and 2 p's. Now I'm going to circle what numbers they have in common. So they both have 2 p's. Doesn't matter where you circle the 2 as long as we have them. And they both have a 5. So those are going to go out in the front. So 5, but instead of 2 p's, I'm going to put p squared, because that's what it really means. Squared just means you have 2 of them. And whatever you have left, you're going to put inside the parentheses. So negative 3p plus 2. Easy peasy, right, you guys? We got it. Okay, so we're going to look at the next one. 90. Easiest one I know for multiplying 90 is 9 times 10. So we're going to do that one. We could break up that 10 and the 9 even bigger, but I do see the next ones, they also have the 10, the zeros, so I'm just going to leave it. 5 times 10, we have 3 n's, plus 7 times 10, and we have 4 n's. I know it's a lot at first, but once you guys get the idea, you can actually just look at the numbers and see, oh, I can see they all have 10's. I'm going to take out a 10. So they all have 10's. This one has n's, this one has n's. The first one does not have n's, so I can't circle them. They all have to have n's for me to circle. And just rewrite what you have. So 9 minus 5 n cubed, because there's 3 of them, plus 7 n to the 4th. And if you guys hear it in the background, I do have lawnmowers and edgers going. My neighbors are mowing their lawns and doing that right now. So sorry if you guys hear that. All right, so the next one. So I look at the smallest number is 35. Well, 35 I know is going to be 7 times 5. And I know all the other ones can also be divided by 7. So that's the number I'm going to divide these. Sorry about that guy. Come on. Okay, I can't get rid of it. Okay, so we're going to divide all these by 7's. So 7 times 9 and 6 n's. Yes, that's a lot of n's. But we can do it. Minus 7 times 5, which is 35. 4 n's. Minus 7 times 10, 3 n's. Circle what you have in common. I know they all have 7's. Don't worry about negatives. We're not going to deal with it. And they all have ends, but we're looking at what the smallest one is. So we have 3 ends here, 3 ends here, 3 ends here. So we're going to go 7n cubed. And then what we have left goes back inside the parentheses. And that's your answer. All right, the next ones have 2 letters, but it's still something we can do. So we're going to divide them or break them up again. So 2 is just 1 times 2, 2 m's and 4 n's, plus 1 times 2, an m and an n. Circle what they have in common. They both have 2's. They both have at least 1 m, and they have 1 n. We really don't have to circle the ones, but you can, but you don't have to. So 1 times 2 is 2. We have an m and we have an n in the background. We took out. So what we have left is an m, an n cubed, plus. We have to keep that plus. And if you notice, there's nothing left in this after the plus sign, but we have to have that 1 there. Because if we multiplied it back like we did last week, we want to get this answer, our question back again. All right, last one, break it up. 9 we know is 3 times 3. X, 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 X. Sorry about the lawnmower, it's getting louder. They're getting closer to my house, so X, X, Y. Circle what you have in common. They both have a 3. They both have 2 X's, but they do not both have a Y. Only this one has the Y, okay? So we don't have to take it out. So we're going to go 3x squared. Oops. Parentheses, I was getting ahead of myself. We have the 3x squared, so 3 and 2 x's left, plus 5 and y. And that's your answer. Now keep practicing this and you will get better at it. Soon you'll be able to just look at it and know what you're going to put out in front. Good luck.